Hi there guys, welcome to another Rossberry Productions video. In this video I'm going to be showing you around one of my new toys which is sat behind me right now. And as you will have seen from the description, it's a 2006 Kawasaki GPX250. Now let's just talk about why I bought the bike. First off, I don't like to use my F3 every day. That's more of my weekend or track day bike and might be my fun bike and I take a bit of pride in it. So what I wanted is something that I could be a little bit more rough with, I could use every day, I can leave it out in all weathers. I wanted a bit of a project bike as well. Now this one's not too bad, so it's not going to be too much of a project. I also wanted it to be economical and easy to work on. So I started thinking back to some of the bikes I've had in my past. And when I was younger, maybe about 21, 22 years old, I actually refurbished a ZZR 250, which was a 1991 model. I'll put up a photo of that right now. So that got me looking. I started looking for ZZRs and GPXs. After about a week, I actually found what I thought to be the perfect one, which is the one that's sat behind me right now. So let's take the cover off. And there she is. 2006 GPX250 with red flames, just on 16,000 kilometers. Now what I would say about this model, it has only done 16,000 kilometers, but as you can see it's a little bit tired and it hasn't been cared for that well. So what are we going to do? First off, I'm going to do all the servicing items. I'm going to make some individual videos for those as well, so you can check them out. So I'll refurbish the front and rear brakes and check them out, clean them out, re-bleed the systems, and I'll probably start to tidy up some of the paintwork as well. So I'll just make some videos on how that's tracking. But if there's any videos you want me to make, please just send me a comment down below. Let's have a look at the bike close up. So we'll start around the front of the bike, and as you can see, it's just a little bit tired. So the previous two owners have left it outside all the time. It's obviously been dropped at least once, and it's got some sun damage to the screen. So I will actually try and polish this out, see if we get any better. But I've actually ordered a clear screen, which is what they come from original. Not too bad on this side. We'll go all the way around the bike. So I'm going to refurbish the wheels, and I also like to put the red pinstripe on there as well, so I'll do that. We're going to make another video on the brakes. I'm going to paint all these forks as well, just where they've got sort of stone chips. So just coming down the right hand side of the bike now, something you'll probably notice, red tank, not meant to be there. On this colour scheme it's all meant to be black. So what I'd imagine, when it fell over, probably done some damage to the tank and they've replaced it. Just some scuffs and scratches which we may be able to polish out. Down here on the engine, just some of the paint starting to wear off, so we'll get some nice heat-proof lacquer for that, or engine paint to clean that up all nice. Looks like someone's painted that down there. The front manifold has been wrapped. Not sure why, maybe it was causing some heat damage to the panel. And then you can see more scratches from where it's obviously been dropped on that right hand side. But all in all, a pretty clean bike. Something that seems to be quite typical of this model is a knock-in when the engine's cold. Now this one definitely does suffer from it, but so did my previous ZZR, so it must be just a characteristic of the 250cc parallel twin that this has in it. Let's get started up. Just looking at the bike from the back now, you will see that this is the later model, which actually has indicators down here. Some of the early 90s models have them up here, but I don't believe that actually meets the new regulations with the distance from the brake light to the indicator, so they had to be down there lower and slightly wider. One thing I've always loved about the ZZR and the GPX is the twin exhaust. So these, even though it's been dropped, are still dead level, which is good. I've seen these where one's completely angled up before. And then coming down the left-hand side of the bike. So it's not too bad at all. Like I say, just has lived most of its life outside. I'll get some more light down here just so you can see the engine casing. And then up the front here, the previous owner was obviously keen on key rings, which has done some damage here, so I may just give that a quick spray as well. One thing that I've actually done that I always like to have, I have to have a clock when I'm riding. I'm one of these people that's late for everything, so I always have to find a position to put my clock. And like I say, just that red tank, but I don't mind it too much. And then just taking another look down the left hand side with a bit more light, you can see that engine case, and it just needs a little bit of a spray there with some heat proof paint. Got a old-fashioned on-off and reserve switch there, which I know some bikes still do have, especially off-roading bikes, but wasn't typically found on later road bikes. And there you go, that's my first video on the GPX250. If you liked this video, please go ahead, give me the thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, follow my channel to check out some of the other videos.